Thank you. And thank you for the opportunity to bring here the view of the IRPA professionals. Within IRPA, IRPA is the International Radiation Protection Association. A task group was created just to give an idea of the assessment of the impact on the implementation for the new revised limits for the ice, since there is interest and some concerns by the radiation protection professionals. And IRPA Associated Society were asked to give their views and comment on the basis of a questionnaire within 3 different topics: the implications for dosimetry, implication for method of protection, and wider implication of implementing the revised limits. The questionnaire was distributed to all the society, and 12 returned complete, covering 16 countries, and given input from Europe, from North and South of America, and also from Asia. And after the collection of the responses, the task group prepared a report, and general and specific conclusions were drawn, and also recommendations were derived from these. And now we will go through briefly on the conclusions and then the recommendations. So, in general, the task group realizes that various methods of approaches and different point of view are really evident, and in particular with differences concerning the cost implication for the procedure to adapt to reduce the dose to the ice, and then regarding the implication on the possible employment of people who already has pre-cataract conditions, for instance, and also different views on the current perception for future cost of compensation related to the reduced limits. And the task group realized that since choices and the decision remain largely within the single country, in any case it is useful to have further interchanges just to have a better view of all the consideration included in this report. And if we go to consider the specific conclusion, in general, it is clear that there is a consensus on the fact that the main impact on the new limit will remain on the medical sector, and as we appreciated already before. And regarding the dosimetry, it is clear that the relationship between dose and cataract formation is not well understood by the radiation protection professionals, and the causality need more clarification. There is a need for international recommendation to ensure the harmonization and to have an agreed standardized system for dose recording, and also the need for an arrangement for assessing the recording of the total dose when you think about the outside worker in this case. And moreover, the new limits, the majority of the association told us that they have a problem with the new limit, considering the cost of possible additional medical examination and possible increased compensation, and also with the question of how to answer to the question that previously unrecorded doses, but below the current limit of dose, now also considered possible above the new limit. And a number of associations indicated significant concern and confusion among the practitioners about the rationale of this changing. An often used question is why fatal and non-fatal effect are seen to see in the same way, and the evidence is related not only not only link the harm, but of potential changes in the length of the eye, and so this is perceived not a high detriment, not a significant detriment. Another point is that the work of the international organization seems to be done in a hurry and with no appropriate time for discussion and for an open consultation. And this is important if we consider that already the community in this era is used to have this time of open consultation. And also going to the point related to the potential cost implication, obviously additional training and additional dosimetry and so on is important in this aspect. Just now going to the last part regarding the recommendation. There is a recommendation for supporting further studies on the relationship between dose and the effect of cataract formation, and then also to have a more visible explanation regarding the use of the same numerical dose limit for non-fatal and fatal effect. Then there is the need for an international protocol for monitoring dose, and in this sense, also the IRPA Executive Council should promote it. And another point of importance is the need for the guidance provided by regulators to assist in this part of implementing this new changes, and this is highly recommended. Then we have within the recommendations some practical aspects, a number of needs here summarized with the need for a system for detecting and reporting cataract data, or at least a sort of comparison of the existing system. Then further information on the possible validity of using or eventually limitation about the use of whole body dosimetry. And then further attention and investigation about the quality of the effectiveness for the protection method. And, okay. And the last point of interest regarding the recommendation is for the social, economic, and management consideration. And in this part here, are just summarizing some points. There is the need for a better detail regarding the cost, and the cost with a comparison, for instance, with the cost of the whole procedure or the cost of the overall cost of the installation, as normally is used for other different industrial procedures. Then there is the need to address the training. So this question of the training is very, very important, and along all the response of the society, this word is even more mentioned, because we have the question that normally there is a limited time available for the training, and also limited staff available for organizing effective training. And another point is to define altogether the procedure relating to the possibility of employment of people with existing cataract or pre-cataract conditions. Because from one side we have the risk of discriminating people seeking for employment on the basis of something that may be considered as a common condition, and from the other side we have the risk of an enhancement of a deterioration for the visual activity. So thank you for the attention on the work of the IRPA task group chaired by John Broughton, UK Society. And also we have to thank the work done by the volunteer topic expert nominated directly from the single IRPA Associated Society. Thank you.